I can tell you, once we are breaking above that, game over, 70,000 on the table. Our Ethereum trade is slightly in profit right now. Only last thing that we need would be a confirmation where price comes down here. And once we are above, we are immediately going to start to liquidate. Bitcoin is right now at a critical point, breaking to the upside, and I will show you what this means, how we need to position ourselves, and how high we can actually go if we get a sustainable breakout today to the upside. Let's go. Hi and welcome back, guys. I want to start off first with thanking you again for wishing me well. I feel much better. I should be fine, and like tomorrow, after tomorrow, I should be 100% back to normal, so to speak. And I want to show you, before we get into the charts here, why Bitcoin started pumping yesterday. The reason why Bitcoin started pumping yesterday were actually two, potentially three reasons. One was the Bitcoin conference in Nashville that Trump came out bullish for Bitcoin, and also John F. Kennedy, who said, I will buy up to $4 billion worth of Bitcoin if you make me a president. He wants that 4% of the total supply of Bitcoin is held by the US as a government. 19%, because that is the same amount that they are holding right now. If I'm not mistaken, 19% they are also holding in assets right now. So they are backing basically 19%. So I said he wants the same amount in Bitcoin, which would equal to 4 million Bitcoins, not 4 billion. 4 million Bitcoins is what he wants to have in the US the reserve. Now, the second reason why we went up yesterday was low PCE numbers. What does that mean? Low CPE numbers means that people have more in their basket when they are shopping. That means inflation is coming down. That was another catalyst that drove the price yesterday up. PCE came in at 2.5%, which is 0.1% less than the prior month in May. Now we are about to get another CPI reading on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Tuesday is when we get a CPI reading. On Wednesday. So on Wednesday, sorry guys, I get so confused with the dates all the time. Which day is when? You know, I'm so long in crypto, it is getting all blurry for me, you know, so dates and which day it is in the week. If is today Saturday and not Sunday, or even Wednesday, I have no fucking clue. I'm always lost with that shit since I'm in crypto. So it's all the same to me. Wednesday we get a CPI reading. Everybody is expecting that we are holding the current rates. We will not see a rate cut. Also for September, people are still expecting for September that we get no rate cut, but I want to tell you here, this can potentially change. Depending on how Jerome Powell will come out on Wednesday, the odds can shift here really dramatically, and we could potentially see a rate cut in September. I don't want to rule this out. It depends on how Jerome Powell will come out on Wednesday. With a low PCE reading right now, if CPI comes out the same or a little bit lower than previously, then there is a potential that we get already in September a rate cut. I don't expect it this month, but in September, there is a slim chance that we're getting it. So even though the market is not anticipating it and giving it right now only 11.5% chance that we're getting a rate cut in September. But in November, the odds are already way much different. So we have here, I think this is just a week before the US election, or a couple of days before the US election. I guess we're going to get a rate cut there for multiple reasons. First of all, we need to get one rate cut this year. The odds already are over 60% that we get a rate cut in November. And I believe Biden wants to leave with at least one rate cut in his presidency, in his legacy over the last 2 years, that he at least cut once rates before he was out of office. So that's why I give this a higher, almost a 100% probability that we get in November the rate cut, and not just in December. So, but here also in December, people are expecting actually a potential second rate cut. So I believe we're going to get the first one in September. maybe then none in November, and in December we could potentially get a second one. So that is what I believe is here. So because we pumped yesterday to the upside and are now above $68,000, I have closed my initial trade and opened a new one. So I took over $30,000 in profit here on ZoomX. As you can see, I'm also up right now $850. I was here up already like I think $3,000 today. I have here my target at $70,360. Because there is big resistance. I'm going to show you in a moment why I am taking here on this specific trade their profit. Again, guys, if you want free money, ZoomX gives you $10 just for signing up. Take everything what you can. Bleed the exchanges out with all the free stuff that they are throwing around. Take the $10 and you get up to $45,000 in deposit bonuses on ZoomX. Use the link in the description and in the pin comment below for that, guys. Again, it's a bull market. If you have no money, no liquidity whatsoever, take what you can get. So then Bitcoin is still here in that bigger parallel channel or bull flag or whatever you want to call it. You see here we are following nicely the path that I had yesterday drawn in here. So I still believe that we will come up here to like $68,500, $600 potentially by today or tomorrow. Then on Monday we get a pullback because of a CME gap that we would currently form, even though it would be a small one. I'm going to show you tomorrow the CME gap. So hence why I believe we would get a small pullback, and then we come back up, test the resistance, get rejected one more time, come back up, and then we actually break it to the upside, continue the upwards trajectory. Then here also on the daily chart, things have changed here. Now this prior resistance area has flipped into support. The only last thing that we need would be a confirmation where price comes down here and bounces off this. So we need to move back to like $67,000 and then return back to the upside. So, but I believe we will not only move to $67,000, we will move into this support area, somewhere in the middle, bounce off, and then go to the upside. So, and this could be then potentially already the spring from our Wyckoff accumulation pattern, reaccumulation pattern, and then here the breakout to the upside. So that's what I'm looking at here on this line chart. Here on this daily chart, really important, if we can break the weekly open, you're going to see a pop from Bitcoin, even today, to $70,400. And you see Bitcoin is struggling to break above that weekly open price here from this candle. I can tell you, once we are breaking above that, game over, 70,000 on the table, next 24 hours immediately. It's going to happen. You're going to see it. So, but we are struggling right now to come above that level. Also, here is a fair value gap at $69,700 to $70,071. That will be the first target here once we see a break above the weekly open, which is sitting at $200 roughly. Yeah, so we are $70 away from it, but you see we are struggling to get above that. But once we are getting there, we're going to see really quickly a pop here. Then on the 12-hourly chart, also here we are above the point of control. We are almost above last bar of this largest traded area on the VPVR. The indicators are also all shaping up for more upside here. The MACD about to give a buy signal. The RSI losing a little bit of momentum, but this is because we are sitting at resistance. And once we are above that, you're going to see we pop straight to the upside. So here, that volume bar at 69,400 could give us some resistance. Also, if I draw here a line like this, you see there is from the candlesticks some resistance around that level. But this will be basically the last final resistance before we see a move into the $70,000 level. Then here on the liquidation levels, here you see we are starting to liquidate now the last over-leveraged short positions that are in the market that can go up again to $68,400. There's the resistance currently. And once we are above that, we are immediately going to start to liquidate everybody with a short squeeze in direction of $71,000. That will actually happen quite quickly once we are above that level. You are going to see that. So here now, the prior resistance lines here should act as support. So we need to change the color. And by the way, destroy the like button again, guys, to make me feel better. Destroy the like button. Really, obliterate it. And there should be nothing left than ashes from the like button after you clicked it. On the liquidation heat map, here you also see the biggest concentration of liquidity in the market is right now at 68,500 to 68,700. Once we're taking this out, we are going to get a short squeeze above 69 and potentially into the $70,000 level. And again, this will be super, super quickly happening. So you need to position yourselves with some trade setups if you want to catch that. So I want to remind you here about this trade setup at $68,700 roughly. Again, we would be above resistance when we are breaking into this level, hence why I would only open there a trade. Or if we get a pullback and we come back to $66,350, which I also pointed out that there is a scenario that we could roll over here, come down here, and only then go up. So how do I come up with $66,350? So really easy. I take Fibonacci retracement level from here to the last top. And look here, where is 66,350? Roughly at the 0.382 level again. So that is again the potential bounce level if Bitcoin cannot manage to break above $68,462. From that level, if we would get rejected from current prices, we would most likely come back here to the 0.382, bounce from there, and then continue to the upside. Hence why I have close to that level my entry of the next potential long setup. And again, guys, we plan here to make money. We are not failing to, and this is how we make money here on this channel. Remember, guys, also on weeks, the trade that I planned completely from A to Z here on the channel with you guys together is right now in over $41,000 worth of profits. I think I set a stop loss. No, actually I didn't. But we are close to my take profit level here at 69,300. That's when I get out. I actually don't know how much profit this would be. I have to guess, guys. I really have to guess. I think it's like $60,000. It's $60,000 profit if we reach that level. I think it's $60,000. Again, guys, if you want to trade on weeks and farm an airdrop while you're trading here, remember, guys, while I'm trading here massively in profits, I make extra money by farming an airdrop on top of that, up to $20,000. So if you want the airdrop, then go into the description and sign up on weeks. You don't need a VPN, no KYC, amazing liquidity. I really like to trade here. And they have right now also for the Olympic Games also promotion going on. I just cannot remember. I should have pulled it up. Sorry, guys, from weeks. I forgot. I just remembered that there's also something. You get also some free money currently if you sign up and complete some tasks in the reward center. So also here you get free money, guys. Again, rob these exchanges blind with all the stuff that you get for free. Use the link in the description. Now, before we move on, let's pick a winner for Prime again. For Prime XBT, guys, I will actually also do something crazy on Prime. I will take $500 and trade it with you together in a big, much bigger amount. So the first target will be like $10,000. So for that, you need a Prime account, guys. Go into the link here in the description. Sign up on Prime XBT. Deposit $500 if you want to get the same results that I try to achieve here. And you can also use the $500 that you potentially win here right now. So you see here we have for this week potentially 7 winners. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. So I'm going to pull a number from between 3 to 9. 3 to 9. Let's see who's our winner today for $500. Number 6 already. Okay. I think it's number 6. I think I did not change anything. So number 6. Here, you. Another winner. 1352194. If that's your Prime XBT account, write an email to info@amcrypto.us. Send me a screenshot out of your dashboard that shows me that you own this account number, and my team is going to send you the $500 voucher that you can redeem in Prime XBT. Remember, you can only trade with that. You cannot withdraw it. You can trade with that, but you can withdraw all the profits that you make with these $500. So your first goal should be follow the trades that I give here, double the money that you have, $500, real $500 that you have won, and then we keep spinning the wheel to make more money out of that. So if you're the winner, let me know. Send us an email and congratulations. So again, guys, if you want to be the next winner, just sign up on Prime XBT, deposit $100, be subscribed to the channel, have the notifications on, and you can be the next one potentially next week in this raffle. Now, the Bitcoin dominance is still breaking out here a little bit higher, but I believe that this here might be the topping candle for today, and tomorrow we're going to see retracement back to the downside. There's also not much more to say about this. We need to see how this is going to play out, but for now it looks like that we are trying to top out here in the dominance and then see a move to the downside. Hence, altcoins are start to going to rally here. Then Ethereum, our Ethereum trade is slightly in profit right now. Currently, expect some resistance again around the golden ratio here and at that resistance area at $3,425. And also remember that Grayscale keep selling a lot of Ethereum shares, which is creating sell pressure on Ethereum. This can still go on for another 2 weeks, but then we should be done with it and we should be off to the races into the $4,000 area here. Then altcoin trades. Rune is currently fighting with the horizontal level, the $4.74 level, to get above that. Once we're getting above that, I expect also a pop here to like $5.07, potentially even higher. Here, what I want to point out, we are completing right now an inverse head and shoulders pattern, also here. And this pattern will be completed when we are breaking this neckline here. So now, how high can we go? $5.46 is the technical target of this inverse head and shoulders pattern. So here, we need to reclaim $4.74 and then break here $4.86, that level. Once that is broken, the inverse head and shoulders pattern is confirmed and we will keep going to the upside here. The indicators are definitely telling us there's more upside momentum right now. MACD about to print a buy signal, RSI slightly going to the upside, stochastic still has momentum to the upside. So here everything also still looks fine to go higher. If you missed to get down here in with us, $4.74 is the next level where you should enter into this position to trade with us to $5.83. Here with the supply and demand zones from the MDX Algo guys, again, don't forget MDX Algo money making indicator, up to 10% discount only with my link. Make usage of that. Trust me, this is insane for money printing, you know, so I print so much money with that. It's just incredible. So take advantage of that. Here, link on the 12-hourly chart. We are coming close to our previous entry level at $13.76. Once we're breaking above that, enter this trade because I believe then we get the real deal here in terms of price movement to the upside. 12-hourly chart is soon also getting a buy signal and a golden cross here on the 250 moving average. The 50 moving average got here now a golden cross, but on the 4-hourly chart, but we need to get here above $13.82 to confirm this and keep going higher. Here the indicators are a little bit overbought, especially the stochastic RSI is overbought, but momentum is still there on the MACD and also on the RSI, hence why we could still see here a couple candles pumping to the upside before the price is consolidating and the stochastic is coming to the downside. Also here, while you're trading on Margex, you can farm an airdrop. You see I have a link position open here, slightly in a loss right now because I entered a little prematurely, but I'm still convinced that this is going to turn into a profit, hence why I keep this position running and actually keep adding to this to average down my entry price. Also here, no KYC, no VPN needed for Margex, and you also get still a nice deposit bonus. And like I said, you can also farm an airdrop there. Then if we can reclaim the golden ratio, I would enter from there. Roughly at $6.77 is my entry price. That's kind of in the middle of the golden ratio here. The first target will be the downward sloping trend line at $7.04. And then the next one, $7.55. These are the technical targets that I have. Also here, really nice higher low, potentially higher low. So here also the upwards trend is still intact. If I would draw a line from here, from this, so then you see we are definitely holding support here. Every time when we come down to this line, we either touch it or briefly get below it, and then we bounce back to the upside. Here right now, this dashed downward sloping trend line is giving us resistance, plus the horizontal level that is sitting here with all the wicks that priorly pushed into that demand zone, which is now a supply zone, and is giving us resistance for moving higher. But once we are pushing through here the golden ratio, I believe that also Telegram will run really, really quickly, really fast to the upside. Then another coin that spiked my interest was Koti. COTI is right now retracing. And here over the last couple of days and weeks, COTI always came back to the 50 moving average, to touch the 50 moving average, to confirm support, and then went back to the upside. So we should keep also doing this and riding this in that sense until trend is changing. So here the next entry level for COTI would be around 11 cents point 2. I would wait because the indicators are still showing here some retracement. So we could come down here to like 11 cents point 2. There I would take my entry, and then you can trade this here into 12 cents 5, potentially even a little bit higher to like 13 cents and 6. My stop loss would be just below here, 10 cents and 6. That here is the prior lowest candle, and also the closest prior touch that we had to the 50 moving average. Then Ondo is slightly in profit here already, but we are also coming close to a downward sloping trend line here that should give us resistance. I think you get another chance to enter where we entered here at 98 cents based on the indicators, because they're all coming down a little bit, and only then we get a proper retest of this downward sloping trend line, break above this, and then continue to move here to the upside. Again, guys, most of my altcoin trades are happening on Bybit. So you see here I have my Rune trade, I have my GRT trade. Here my GRT trade is only half in a loss from what we saw yesterday. Go back, I was like over $1,300 in a loss. So we are getting closer to finally switch it to isolated without any loss. Rune is here slightly in a loss, but you see the entry is at $4.79, so I'm like 1.5%. 1.5% underwater on Rune, so which is fine. I also still believe that this is turning into a profit really soon here, especially if we are breaking here the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders pattern and then continue to go to the upside. Again, if you want free money also from a Bybit, then go in the link down below. You get up to $500 worth of a free position on Bybit just for signing up and deposit at least $100 there. You don't need to do anything more. Claim the position, withdraw the money again, and keep trading with it. That's it, you know. So it's that easy. Go and claim the position before it's gone, because Bybit told me it's not there forever. Like I said, you get here right now $1,500 absolutely for free, you know, for almost doing nothing. And $1,500, even if it's across multiple exchanges, with that you can make some nice amount of money. So take it while you can. Now my GRT setup has not changed. See here also MDX Algo Scalp Gradient. Price is starting to warm up here again to get another leg to the upside. The question is, how high will we get here? So I believe that we will come back to 22 cents roughly in the imminent short term, but also here the stochastic is a little bit overheated, so we could see some more sideways consolidation around that supply zone here before we get that leg to the upside and the stochastic resets, and then we get this leg. So that is something that I'm looking at here right now. But overall, I'm not concerned, just sitting it out. Also here, potential inverse head and shoulders in the making, with the left shoulder being completed, the head being half completed. So, but we need price to come up here a little bit. Something like this to 21.6, then come back down, complete the right shoulder, and there you go. And then we move to the upside. So that's what I'm watching here for COTI, for GRT right now. That's why I also don't want to close that position. So then the last coin that we're discussing today is HNT, super strong coin. I don't know what this coin is eating every day, but it just wants to keep going higher and higher through all these supply zones here, which is insane. So if we can break $5.44, expect that this is going to pop really quickly, no matter what the indicators are saying, you know. So we got already a buy signal on the MACD. The stochastic shows small exhaustion, but the RSI is here creeping up to the upside again. Let's see what higher time frames are saying. Yeah, we are basically at the bottom, more or less, on stochastic. How's the daily looking? Yeah, and here we are just turning around to shift momentum one more time to the upside. So I think here maybe at $5.72, we're going to run into some resistance, spike slightly above that, potentially to $5.90, and then see a bigger retracement back down to like $4.87 or something like that. So, but right now it also looks good to enter, at least to like $5.90 in my opinion, and my stop loss would be kind of like here at $5.14. So this is like a 4% stop loss, which is fine. You know, if you trade with 10x leverage, you should be fine. Guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow we're going to talk about altcoins that are going to explode next, because they are also ready, a lot of them. So don't miss out on that. And don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I see you with more money tomorrow.